So if I win all three, I could be like this time next year I'll be a millionaire. You know
That's
what I
good,
mean?
isn't it? That's cool. And what happens there is that do you get a purse on top of that? You get your purse and prize money, right? So it's proper money.
Decent, yeah, it's decent. So as you were saying about UFC, I mean back before I signed with Bellator, there was some talks of me possibly getting there. I didn't ever negotiate with them, but I just needed a few more fights, and the talks were that I could have. But Bellator come in and basically at that time paid me a lot more than what the UFC would.
Right.
And I think similarly to someone in my position now, the PFL, I suppose, it's hard to say because the structure of the UFC is that you don't get paid much until you get into that pay-per-view ranks. Then when you get pay-per-view ranks, you become multi. So you look at like your Adesanya's, your McGregor's, anyone that's on pay-per-view, they're multi-millionaires.
Right.
But if you look at all of the ones below them, typically the PFL or Bellator would pay them a bit more, a percentage more. So that's how they keep that sort of stable of fighters, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I suppose the only kicker is that when you fight for the UFC, you get a lot more exposure. So you got more likelihood to say sponsors and people getting behind you. So there is that. So to answer your question about the UFC, I can't see myself ever going there now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, well, just because of my age, what's happening with this tournament, then if I do win the tournament, it'll be another year at PFL. But I'll never say never. Like, I suppose, again, my old teammate Michael Page, he made the jump over to UFC, and he was a long-term vet of Bellator.
Right.
So you could never say never, but I think the PFL, from the vision that they've been painting, and from what I've been seeing, it does look like they're going to be coming. It's going to be hard to catch up with UFC because they've monopolised the market so much.
Right.
But the way the PFL and the Saudis are behind them, I think they're definitely going to be a competing brand at some point.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like juggling. I don't know, but at my current stage, it's like the PFL is the one for me. Yeah.